Hello friends, how are you doing today? My name is Kazim Olamide the Wordsmith. Welcome to this week's episode of Word Fortress, which as you know hosts every Wednesday by 10 a.m. Last week we examined 5 words. The first was effervescent, spelled as E-F-F-E-R-V-E-S-E-E-N-T. The second, fecundity, spelled as F-E-C-U-N-D-I-T-Y. The third, trammel, spelled as T-R-A-M-M-E-L. The fourth, effete, spelled as E-F-F-E-T-E. And the last, niggard, spelled as N-I-G-G-A-R-D. Now, to the words for this week. Of course, we're going to examine another 5 new words, their usage, and synonyms as well as the antonyms. So, let's go. The first is enervate. Enervate. This is gotten from the Latin word enervatus. And enervate is a verb which means to weaken morally or mentally. For example, you could say, I told him his harsh words could enervate his trainees, but he didn't listen. The synonym is debilitate, while the antonym is invigorate. The next word is vacuous. Vacuous. This is spelled as V-A-C-O-U-S. Again, V-A-C-U-O-U-S. Vacuous. This is an adjective and it means to be empty or unintelligent. So you could say, he always acts like he's vacuous, meanwhile he's a guru. Or you could say, no one wants to have a vacuous lawyer handle this case. The synonyms are airheaded or shallow, while antonym is intelligent. Up next is Beleaguer. Beleaguer. This is spelled as B-E-L-E-A-G-U-E-R. Again, B-E-L-E-A-G-U-E-R. Beleaguer. This word has 3 meanings which we're going to examine today. The first is to besiege or surround with troops or soldiers. This is like to lay ambush on a person or persons or even a city. For example, the plan to beleaguer the city failed as we met them prepared. The second is to vex or harass, that is to annoy. For example, don't try to beleaguer me today, I'm already in a foul mood. The synonym for this is provoke, while the antonym is soothe. The third is to exhaust, that is to make tired. For example, he didn't realize the task was tedious enough to beleaguer him. The synonym for this is frazzle or wear out, while the antonym is energize. Do you understand? Good, let's go on. The first word for today is factoid. Factoid. This is spelled as F-A-C-T-O-I-D. Again, F-A-C-T-O-I-D. Factoid. This is a noun and originated from the words fact plus oid, coined from Norman Mailer in Merlin in 1973. The two words fact and oid mean a fact that has no existence. Now, factoid itself is an inaccurate statement which is believed to be true because of a broad repetition of it or because it appears in text. So you could say, don't pay any attention to detail, it's a factoid. The synonym for this is fiction or rumor, and of course the antonym is truth. The last word for this week is demulce. Demulce. This is gotten from the Latin word demulcio, which means I soothe. Demulce therefore is a verb which means to pacify or placate. For example, his efforts to demulce his wife after the conflict was futile. The synonyms are mollify or placate, while the antonyms are provoke or anger or annoy. Once again, the first word for today, enervate, spelled as E-N-E-R-V-A-T-E, which means to weaken morally or mentally. The next, vacuous. Vacuous, spelled as V-A-C-O-U-S, which means to be empty or unintelligent. The next, beleaguer. Beleaguer, spelled as Beleager. And this I said has three meanings. The first, to besiege, the second, to harass, and the third, to exhaust. The fourth word, factoid. Factoid, spelled as Factoid, which is a statement which is believed to be true because of a broad repetition of it or because it appears in print. And the last word for this week is Demulce, spelled as Demulce, which means to soothe or pacify. So that will be all for this week, friends. I really do hope these words you learn, you use it to enrich your vocabulary, because that really is the essence of this program. Thank you for joining us today. Till next week's Wednesday, when we meet for another episode of Word Fortress. Once again, I am Kazim Olamide, the wordsmith. Have a lovely day.